Hi, Andrew here from You.InControl. This is the remote how-to quick start guide. So here I've set up a little demo. I've got a relay 1 connected to a small computer fan and a relay 8, and we'll be able to see which lights are turning on and which relays are turning on as a result of the remote's actions. Now, you've just taken your remote out of the box. What do you do with it? How do you turn it on? How do you pair it to the controller? And that's what we're going to go through in this example. First thing you'll need to do is you'll need to press the left button. This is going to turn it on, and you'll see a blue flashing light. Right? This means, like all the other devices, this means it hasn't been paired to any other controller, and it's ready to be paired to the system. So on the controller, we go to Devices, Add Device, enter the pairing code found on the back of the remote or any other product you want to pair. Obviously, your code might be different from the default, and you can change that by going up and down and across with the buttons. But once you're happy with that, double press the right button to go to the next page. So here's what we need to do to pair the remote. So it says power the device, which we've already done, and we can see that it's ready to enter pairing mode with the blue flashing light. Next thing we'll need to do is press the system button. Well, there's no system button like on the other devices, but we've actually made it so you just have to press the left button that acts as the system button in this case. Once we've done that, we're going to induct the device when ready. So let's do that. Left button. It's going to flash faster and beep. Here we go, induct. Induction success. That's awesome. Let's go to the device. Here we're going to enable it. Now we've got two inputs. So this is input 1 or button 1 and input 2 button 2. So how do we make these button presses do things in the real world through controlling the relay 1 and the relay 8? And I'm going to go through that right now. So we're going to set up input 1, which is the button 1. Double press the left button, and we're going to activate multi-click. From here we're going to enable the button. Now this is where we need to talk about the different action inputs the You.InControl system actually uses. We've been using single, double, triple presses, long presses all on the controller already, and now we're just going to do the same thing on the remote. So I'm just going to demonstrate and go through all the 6 different action inputs, just so it's all clear and there's no misconception about what each of them are. So a single press looks like this. Just a quick single press of any button. A double press, a triple press, a long, a short long, and a short long. Right, from here, this is where we can make any one of those inputs do things in the real world on a You.InControl system. So I'm going to choose for a single press on the left button. Remember, we're on the left button input 1 page. So for a single press, I want to be able to turn on output 1 on the relay 8. So how do I do that? So I'm going to right click. I'm currently on the short button press line, and I'm going to use the arrow to go across and add an action. Here I'm going to set it up. And what do I want to do? I want to do 1 button press for on, 1 button press for off, and we call that output toggle. So I'm going to select that, choose the device I want, the relay 8, and output 1. Now I'm going to go back to this input settings page, and here we go. It's on. Turn it off. On. Awesome. So now let's get a bit more complex. Now I want to do a triple short, or no, a double short press, and I want to turn on the relay 8 inputs 2, 3, 4, and I want to turn on the relay 1. So how does that work? Let's see how that actually works. So we're going to add 4 actions. I'm going to set each one of those up. Same thing, I'm going to choose toggle. Do the relay 8 ones first. Cool. So now I've set that up. Let's go back to this page. Now with a double press, I can now turn on outputs 2, 3, and 4, and the relay 1. And I can turn it off again. That's pretty cool. Those were just a few examples of how you can start using inputs into the You.InControl system to control outputs. This was just the remote, so now you can use 2 buttons to control anything on your You.InControl system. Obviously we only just went through a few examples, but now you can start thinking about the broader terms and broader area of control and automation for yourself as well. If you want an in-depth guide as to how the remote works and an in-depth explanation as to everything on the remote control page or the remote page on the controller, check out the user manual on our website. Till then, happy tinkering.